because it normally is here. They've sold out in all 10 of their games so far at this ground, and it is a remarkably atmospheric ground.
Central Zaire Emery as a right winger, wing back.
Pellier back in August has not hit the ground running. Here's Dembele, who has flashed with brilliance.
PSG would have hoped for.
Tries to flick it inside and look there for... He's only kept 8 clean sheets in his 22 games, not enough for a PSG goalkeeper, they say. And it was interesting that against Ravel Navas, Frankowski scored in that 3-1 win here last season. After 5 minutes, his penalty came after 5 minutes in this game. Squandered. Here's Mbappe. Good game of football. There's checks back. Could he have gone right-footed there for goal? Will he go right-footed? What's that little shove off
This team?
How much of that is down to Ugarte as well out on the field of play, Clive?
Yeah, I think they've got some steel in the side as well.
Now they come down. Here's Dembele. Before the penalty, Paris Saint-Germain had started really well. Back from suspension.
Yeah, PSG have definitely picked up the tempo.
It's a decent ball in looking for Mbappe. It's a heavy touch. Marquinhos unlike him. Here's Dembele. It'll be as easy as people are making out. Here's Dembele.
It is a good draw, Jonathan, for them after coming through what was a really, really difficult group.
They've won 2 of their last 3 home games against PSG. See PSG lopsided on that. Mbappe plays infield, Dembele. The reigning champions. They had won 7 in a row. As I mentioned earlier, they haven't long been back in the top flight, long 5, but they've been very strong since then.
Yeah, it just took them a time to readjust after the big players leaving after the fabulous season.
Very difficult cross into the middle to deal with. Medina half volleyed it out.
At the beginning of last season would have been almost unthinkable.
They're climbing again after came back up in the truncated year.
He can't be as good as his older brother, can he, Jonathan?
What if he's better? Down that far, so Vitinha has been asked to go across, to sometimes Soler as well. Here's Dembele. Did he get the back heel from Mbappe? Tried it.
Well, PSG have taken some control of this game after what was a real scare early on.
Speaking to Medina, the Argentine.
Marquinhos' range of passing tonight has been extraordinary.
Dembele, oh, brilliant block in the middle. By the way, haven't conceded in the first half in any of their last 7 games, and they look capable of getting another here. Dembele plays it through. Soler to the dead ball line, went near post. Samba. He's been linked with a possible move to Real Madrid in the next 18 months or so. How many do they want? Mopping up all of Europe. Vitinha. Dembele turned into... They have made this change. Chavez has just come in on loan. Atmospheric ground. I remember World Cup '98 in England coming here, commentating on this ground. Maybe Beckham's first international goal, wasn't it?
I was here that night, Jonathan.
He just shot him to the ground. His formative club, Independiente, the early weeks of this season, got a couple of goals for them in league football, but he's for why he hasn't really hit it off yet. Juve looks a good signing.
Going to go up against Dembele.
He's an international.
Not got that dynamism that they had last season.
Zaire-Emery and Soler and Vitinha do their thing, just stayed in there. 10 minutes gone in the second half, but they look like a team that's rebuilding. And that's why I'm being unkind to them, Clive.
I'm sure he's going to have to use his bench.
8 minutes gone in the second. Zaire-Emery. PSG to get Dembele away, brought down by Frankowski. Brilliant recovering defending by Hernandez. Save PSG.
He does superbly well. What a cross from Chavez. The supporting Anawi.
Mbappe just sense it's a question of time before PSG.
On a few occasions, so Zaire-Emery is now detailed to pick him up on that right-hand side.
Well, his contractor, Zaire-Emery, I think he's been disciplined as well today, hasn't he? Dembele. Steady progress. Is there a killer ball at the end of it? No, there isn't. So Chavez. Rising by the minute, I would suggest. Wiz in the middle. Back defending. Oh, lovely. Mbappe. Dembele. Roll inside here and have a shot. Look to poke it across, and again, good clearance by Danso. It's a lovely ball in. Very impressive refereeing again. It'll only take a slip, it'll only take a momentary lapse of concentration. Run against Frankowski. Cross was too long, but it'll be kept in play.
Or the PSG coach would want another, if not two, just to make sure.
Showing you earlier in the 2-0 victory against Toulouse. Both sets of supporters, PSG.
Quickly.
Yeah. You would, wouldn't you? You would lie down there. This is a good run by Dembele, and the pullback out by Barcola. Out by Ruiz. Dembele has options. Looks for the far post, looks for Vitinha.
Mistake.
There's assistance down there in the dugout. Lilian Nallis was at... Well, sides come on for... Well, again, it's like... Good punch as well, got distance, set up a counter, Dembele. It's effectively 3-on-1. Mbappe plays away to Dembele. Barcola was on the far side. Momentum is slow. Dembele looks for Mbappe, well-timed run, and the game is settled. And yes, he gets his goal. And Paris Saint-Germain have the 3 points to stretch the lead at the top of the table. It was a brilliant and decisive break. And when he's on the end of them, he invariably scores. Lens 0, PSG 2.
Yeah, just clinical. Absolutely. Best of nights. He's provided some wonderful passes, killing.
The lead is 2 goals. It's mission impossible now, surely, for Lens. Paris Saint-Germain move 8 points clear at the top of the table. They could have been behind after just 6 minutes, but Frankowski's weak penalty was saved.